Okay, when you're ready, come to a seated posture. You could sit cross-legged, or if you want to bring your heels underneath your sits bones, that's another option. And just kind of lengthening up our spine a little bit. Kind of noticing your back. And drawing maybe even rolling your shoulders back a few times. Kind of opening up your back a little bit, just kind of doing some rolls here with your shoulders as you lengthen up. You can even bring your hands to your shoulders and circle your elbows. Either direction. All right, and then bringing the hands down to your sides, and it's kind of bringing our hands forward and coming onto all fours, so on our hands and knees. Your toes might be touching and bringing your knees a little bit out to the edge of the mat, and then sitting back onto your sits bones and drawing your forehead down to the mat. Maybe taking some deeper breaths here. And then from here, coming into downward facing dog. So lifting your tailbone up, drawing your heels down. And if you like to walk your feet in place, you can do that. Drawing your shoulders down towards your toes, if that makes sense. Drawing your shoulders, kind of like squeezing your shoulders towards your ankles or toes in that direction. Lifting the tailbone up. And internally rotating your legs. So you might kind of begin to straighten your legs a little bit. You might feel some pulling in the back of your legs. An internal rotation of your thighs. Just feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Okay, let's from here walk our feet forward. Come to the front of your mat. And you can bend your knees here as much as you want so that there's no tension in your back. So bending your knees as much as you want. Maybe taking hold of your elbows here and just kind of rocking a little bit side to side. And slowly beginning to straighten your legs. If you'd like to bring your hands to your shins or knees and lengthen out your back so as not to overstretch your back. You can try that kind of drawing your heels out, your toes in here. And then if you'd like, bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot, little slight bend to your right knee. You could stay here or reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, giving a little twist to your back. And breathe here. So right knee is bent, left knee is straight. And just kind of reaching up your left arm towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring that left arm down, maybe first to your hip and then down to towards the floor.
And just walk our hands over to the right side of the body, bending the left knee and slowly straightening the right knee, bringing your right hand to your right hip, left hand to the outside of the left foot, turning your right shoulder up, left shoulder down, and then maybe releasing your right hand up towards the ceiling. So left knee is bent, right knee maybe a little bit straighter, and a little twist to the spine here. And breathe, taking a little bit more breath. And then begin to lower your right hand down slowly. Walking the hands back to center. Bringing the hands to the knees to lift the back up. And maybe straightening your knees a little bit here. Now, if you can, lengthen your spine here so shoulders come away from the ears. Ears come away from the shoulders. Engaging your low back. And then coming up to standing.
Just take a moment here in mountain pose. External rotation of the shoulders. Drawing shoulders down, lengthen the neck up, and just finding your breath here, finding your breath. Grounding through your feet, maybe shifting your weight towards the balls of your feet. And then from here, if you'd like to sweep the arms up over your head, reaching upwards, making your body long and tall. Breathe here. Maybe even a little back bend. And then bring the arms back down to the sides. We'll come into our first sun salutation. So starting with the palms in front of the heart, extending forward, locking the thumbs. So here you could round your shoulders and then lift up overhead, lengthening upwards, and then release the hands down, folding from the hips, keeping the back long. You can bring the hands to the legs if you like. When you're ready, bend the knees generously, bringing the hands all the way down to the mat and sliding or stepping your left foot all the way back, lowering your left knee down, and kind of shifting your core forward, and lifting your chin up, shoulders down a little bit, and then sliding or stepping your right foot back, downward dog, heels to the mat, draw the sit bones up and back. Okay, from here, lowering down the knees. Engage your shoulders as your knees lower down. Lifting the sit bones up, tailbone comes up, chin comes down. Engage your shoulders as you shift your body forward and down. Exhale fully. Squeeze the elbows to the sides, lift up head, neck, and shoulders as a piece, lightly pressing into the hands, and press up. Engage your core as you lift your tailbone up, curl your toes under, kind of sink back into your heels for a moment, and then lifting your knees up, drawing your knees up, knees straight. Slide or step your left foot forward, lowering your right knee down, and drawing your pelvis forward just a little bit. Softening the muscles around your core and extending out from the neck. Soften the shoulders a little bit. All right, let's step or slide the right foot forward. Bringing the hands to the shins, knees, or to the feet. Lengthening out the back. And then lifting the torso up, the trunk up as a piece. Continuing to sweep the arms up, lock the thumbs overhead. Lengthen upwards, little back bend just beneath your shoulder blades. And then palms together in front of your heart. And pause here for a second. Just release the hands down, soften the arms and the legs. Softening the face muscles. All right, let's try that again. A little, couple things added. Palms together in front of the heart. Reaching forward and up. This time take hold of your one wrist with your other hand and pull it to the side. Kind of taking hold of one wrist and pulling it to the opposite side. Stretching this side of the body. And then coming back to center, take hold of the other wrist, pull to the side. Just a little, just a little bit of a pull. And then back to center. Lengthening up, little back bend here, opening up the ribs in the front of the body, maybe lifting the chin up, and then folding forward from the hips. Slowly coming down, bending the knees if you need to, or bringing your hands to your legs, lengthening out your back. Let's see if you can work here on just kind of lengthening your spine out, and just kind of feeling that little stretch in the back of your legs here. Okay, now we'll just slide the right foot back. Sliding the right foot back, lowering the knee down. And for this one, we'll just kind of bring the left hand on the inside of the left leg and slowly let the left knee drape outwards. Maybe pointing, kind of drawing the left toe out, the left toes outwards, and the left heel inwards. This is called lizard. You could stay here or come on down to your elbows. You could come down to both elbows or just one elbow. And then make your way back to downward dog in your own time. As you return to downward dog, this is a great place to really notice your body, come into your body, drawing the heels down towards the mat, straightening the legs, internally rotating the thighs. And breathe. Maybe drawing the toes inwards and the heels outwards. All right, let's lower down all the way onto the knees and then onto the front side of the body by lifting the tailbone up, lowering the chin down and sliding forward onto the abdomen. Bring the head all the way down, flatten the body, and then lift up the head, neck, shoulders, and then return to downward dog. In downward dog, see if you can kind of look back towards your toes or look back towards your knees, lengthening the back of your neck. And then from here, sliding your right foot forward or stepping your right foot forward. Make sure you can see your toes here. You want to be able to see your toes. And then from here, bringing your right hand on the inside of the right leg, and in your own time, let the muscles in your hips help you decide or inform you how to do this pose. Some people can have their knee really drape out to the side, and you can see I'm kind of sliding my toes to the right a little bit. And drawing my head, that allows my hips to open a little bit more. I'm on my, kind of on my fist now. You could also have your palms down here, or even go down to your elbows if that's something you want to try out. And holding 3, 2, 1. And bringing the right hand on the outside of the right leg, curling the back toes, lifting the back knee up, stepping or sliding it forward in your own time. Engage your core here to protect your low back. As you bring your foot forward, take your time, engage your core, bring it forward, hands to your knees or thighs, lengthen out the back, straighten the knees, and then from here, make your way up to standing. Bringing the arms up overhead, lengthen upwards, little back bend, palms together in front of the heart, and pause, rest, bringing the hands back down. Okay, from here, let's try airplane. So step 1 foot back, and coming onto the back to a balance of your toes, arms out to the side, and lifting the leg and lowering the head down like an airplane. You decide how high to lift your back leg, how low to bring your head. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come back up with your head, lower your leg, lower your arms. Pause here. Breathe. Let's try the opposite leg. Bring those toes back. Hands coming out like airplane wings, lifting the back leg up. Engage your back muscles here as you lower your head down and lift your back leg up. And holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lifting head, lowering leg, lowering arms, and come back into mountain pose. Rest here for a moment, just let your muscles unwind, soften. And we're going to try a couple more standing poses. The first one is triangle. So right leg forward, left foot back, toes pointed, right toes pointed forward, left toes kind of pointed out at a 45-degree angle. Reach your arms out over your legs, and then with your right hand, just kind of reaching forward, bringing the left hip up, right hip comes in, and then as a piece, bringing your hand down to your knee, your calf, or your ankle, so your left hand comes up, holding there. You feel that on the inside, maybe, of your right leg, inside of your right leg. You can put a little micro bend in your right knee if you want to. Okay, let's lower the left hand down. Slowly begin to lift up the torso. Come up to standing. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. Arms over legs, reaching forward and down. Take all the time you need here. There's no hurry. No rushing to get into these forms, and really listen listen to the physical sensations in the muscles of your body to help guide you here. Your own physical body is the best teacher around. I'm just kind of following what my body's telling me here, listening to it as best I can. And just to keep in mind that our bodies are all different. All right, let's come back up in your own time. And now, what I'd like us to try is reverse triangle. So for this one, you might want to have a chair to help you out. For reverse triangle, and start, if you start with your right foot forward, left foot back, the chair on the left side, and just kind of starting out with your hands out to your side, so making your body into a T. My feet are separated as I do this. Okay. And folding the body in half from the tops of the legs. Bring your left hand down to the seat of the chair. Right hand goes up towards the ceiling. You could look up towards the ceiling or down towards the floor. Get a nice stretch in the outside of the right leg. You might notice that. And 3, 2, 1. Let's lower the right hand down. You can hold on to your leg, bend your knee, engage your core as you come back up. Just coming back up into standing, step your left foot to the front, rest a moment. Let's try the other side. So switch the chair. A left foot forward, right foot back. Arms out to the sides. Make a figure T with your body. And a little micro bend in your left knee, maybe. Right hand comes down to the seat of the chair. Left hand comes up. A little twist here. See if you can lengthen your spine in this pose. And 3, 2, 1. And lower down the hand. Begin to turn the back, the torso towards the center. And make your way to standing. While we have our chairs out, let's try that. It's kind of a standing downward dog where you face your chair, your seat, and bring your hands to the chair. You can hold on to the outside of the chair or the top of the chair. And just begin to walk your feet back, bending. You can bend your knees. And kind of make your back flat here. And then maybe straighten your knees. See how that feels on your back, though. For me, if I straighten my knees too much, it puts a little pressure on my low back that I don't want. But see how it feels for you. And then when you're ready, walk your feet forward towards the chair. Engage your core as you come back up. Just kind of pausing here. Another one we can try with the chair is a nice stretch to the shoulders by bringing our feet, or I'm sorry, bringing our knees down to the mat, kind of facing your chair, and bringing your elbows to the chair, clasping your hands, and then drawing your head. So I'm walking my knees back a little bit away so there's space here to lower my head between my shoulders. Opening up my shoulders here. You decide how much to bend your elbows. You could explore the range of motion of your elbows here. I'm noticing if I bend my elbows too much, it's really a strain to lower my head. But if I begin to straighten my elbows, my head goes down lower. So you can explore that. And then coming out of the pose, lifting the head, walking the knees forward towards the chair. And then let's have a seat. Actually, let's come down onto our abdomen. Kind of resting on your abdomen. And then coming into Cobra. So for Cobra, one way to protect your low back is to cross your feet. It's crossing your feet or cross even at your ankles, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows hugging into your sides, and lifting up your head, neck, shoulders. So engaging your back muscles here. Let's see if you can lift your hands off of the mat too. Engage your back muscles and hold. This helps to strengthen the muscles in the back. See if you can breathe into your lungs a little deeper. Another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down, rest. Now uncross your legs. Another low back strengthening pose is to bring your chin to the mat, hands at your side, or tuck your elbows underneath your body, getting your elbows as close to each other as possible. Focus on your right leg, lifting your right leg up. Softening the right ankle and the left leg, your entire left leg. Soften. Focus on your low back here. Hold. Breathe. And lower down. With control. Take your time. Rest a second. Let's try the left leg. Lifting the left leg up. Rest the left ankle and the right leg. And hold. Breathe. Adjust your head if you need to. You can turn your head to one side or maybe bring your forehead to the mat. And slowly lower back down. And rest for a moment, just kind of leaving your hands where they are. Okay, ready? One more of these. This time, if you'd like to bring your both legs up at the same time, bring your chin to the mat. Engage your glutes. And begin to lift both legs up together and hold. Let your breath flow.
maybe a little higher, half an inch. 2, 1, and release slowly. Release your arms. Go ahead and roll onto your side and onto your back. Recenter on your back. Bringing the knees into the ribs. Let's just kind of slowly stretch the back muscles here by rocking right and left. Just a little movement of the knees towards the ribs. Rocking side to side. We can try happy baby by bringing our arms on the insides of our legs, grabbing hold of our big toes, lifting the feet up towards the ceiling, knees down, bending the knees to out to the sides. Right? Happy baby. Let's kind of soften the muscles around the tops of the legs. Feel that stretch in the hips, insides of the hips. Now let's try the outside of the hips. Let's bring the feet down, bring the right foot on top of the left knee. Thread your right hand through right and left legs. Come out on the other side. Interlock your hands around the knee or underneath the knee. Either way, you can interlace your hands on the outside of your knee or underneath your knee, on your left knee. Feel that stretch in the right hip as you draw your left knee towards your ribs. Just a little small movement here. So you make sure your right foot is at a right angle to your leg, to your right leg. And you can also gently press your right elbow into your right thigh. Just a light pressing away from your body. So your left knee comes toward your body, very little movement here, and your right knee comes away from your body. Breathe into the hips as you're doing this stretch. When you're ready, lower the left foot down, release the right leg and rest. Just kind of resting your knees against each other. And then let's try the other side. Same thing. Left foot just above the right knee. Thread your left arm through the hole between your legs. Interlace your hands on the other side around your knee, your right knee. Let your body guide you. Left hip. See if you can soften the muscles around your left hip. You might feel a little pulling there. If it's too much, you can always back off a little bit. Draw the knee away from your ribs. So you got it's like an accelerator pedal and a brake pedal right here in your body. You can decide how close you want to bring your knee to your ribs, or how far away to do it. One way kind of increases the stretch, the other way decreases it. And really, we're looking for a middle way here, not too tight, not too loose.
Remember, you could press your left elbow into your left thigh, pushing the left knee gently away from your ribs. And the muscles will soften. Just kind of all you need to do, all you need to do is just kind of bring some conscious resting into the hips, not fighting the muscles where they are, but really kind of it's a practice of letting go in your body. It's a practice of letting go. Release the results of your actions. So the main central teaching of the Bhagavad Gita is to let go of the results of your actions. And we can do that right here with our body. Not to hold on to results or even we could aim for something, but just letting go of the results. We're totally okay where we are in this moment. Our job is just to bring attention into our body. Okay, and let's lower the right foot down. And then as your left foot comes down, stretch out the legs and rest. If you have a belt or a rope, you could strap it around the ball of your of your left foot, or simply grab hold of your leg behind your knee, or reach up, grab your toes, if that works for you, and straightening the knee. All right, you can grab behind the leg though too. So you can grab behind the leg, just drawing the knee towards your head. It's more important to have your knee straight here than to bring your knee towards your head. So even if your leg's like back here, you want to feel that pulling in the back of the left leg as you draw the knee towards your face. Okay, then from here, taking hold of your left leg with your right hand. So release your left hand down to the mat, kind of shoulder height, and lower slowly your left leg over to the right side. Just as far as you feel comfortable going. So you can draw your left shoulder towards the mat. You could also bend your knee here if you wish. Okay, and then lifting your left leg back up, rolling onto your back, and stretching out your left leg. And let's rest here. Let's try the right leg. Same thing, lifting it up towards the ceiling, drawing the knee towards the face. Keeping your low back against the mat as you do this. Really want to feel that pulling in the back of the leg. And then stretching out your right arm, and slowly lowering your right leg towards the left side of the body. See if you can keep your right shoulder on the mat. Feel free to bend your right knee if you need to. And then slowly bring the right leg back up. And once you're back on your back side, feel free to stretch your right leg out and rest. From here, we'll go right into deep relaxation. It's kind of squeezing your arms, squeezing your hands rather. Squeezing your hands, making fists, squeezing your legs tight. Lifting your head, take a breath in and hold it. Lift up your legs, arms, squeeze everything tight, and release. Let all the muscles in your body soften. Find a comfortable spot here. If you need to adjust your back or legs or arms, go ahead and do that. And then see if you can settle into a still posture. Softening the muscles in your feet. Around your knees. Around your hips. Softening the muscles around your abdomen, neck and shoulders, face. All the muscles up and down on either side of your spine. And your abdominal muscles. Letting go of thoughts, watch them come and go. Letting go of thoughts, watching the breath like a witness. And allowing any feelings of well-being to enter more deeply into your body. Okay, coming out of this deep relaxation, feel free to begin to roll your legs and arms, and then roll to the left side of the body. Pause here for a little bit, and then come on up to the seat. Take all the time you need as we transition to a seated posture. Try a little pranayama, some breathing practices. Take a moment just to notice your body here, if you've noticed any changes in how you feel in your body. Let's try some, let's just take a moment to notice our body. Then let's try some breathing practices. The first one is the Dirga Swasana, the 3-part breath. So for this one, we draw our navel in towards our spine, exhaling all the air, and then take a deep inhale. Fill the abdomen, fill the ribs, and then reverse that. Lower the collarbone, press the navel into the spine. Expel all that air through the nose. Continue like that. So we're just oxygenating our lungs. If you start to get lightheaded while you're doing this, just return your breath to normal. Okay, when you're ready, just to return your breath to normal. And then one more pranayama, one more breathing exercise is called the skull shining breath. In the yogic tradition, there's what's called nadis, or channels that run through your skull. And this particular breathing practice helps to energize and invigorate those channels. So it's kind of a rapid breathing. What you can do is place one hand on your abdomen, and we snap the abdomen in, expelling the air out through your nose. It's almost like you're trying to blow your nose, but so you may want to just clear your nose before trying to do this. So to snap your abdomen in looks and sounds like this. So you forcefully snap your abdomen in and then release. Forcefully snap in and release. And we place our hand on our abdomen to make sure we're snapping our abdomen in and not our chest. Okay, so let's try this if you'd like. And then exhale fully. Inhale a deep breath. Exhale slowly with control, returning your breath to normal. You can try that one more time if you'd like. Starting with the hand on the abdomen and maybe increasing the speed.
Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly with control, returning the breath to normal. And go right into meditation, focusing on your breathing or whatever object of meditation you have. Anytime the mind wanders, just gently bring it back. Closing dedication. May all beings be safe. May all beings be well. And may all beings be happy. Thanks so much.